I'm Leeza Gibbons, and I'm so happy today to be talking with Anni Keffer, who is an expert in leadership and also what you call identity. Thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Well, thank you for having me, Leeza. I really appreciate it. It's great to be here.
Tell me what you mean when you say identity.
Yes, so identity really is the core of who you are. It's your very essence, your unique gifting and processing. So a lot of times as women, especially, as you know, we give that away to people so easily. We say, you tell me who I am, or you tell me who I am.
Yeah, or is this okay for me to be this person?
Exactly, and kind of getting that affirmation instead of saying, okay, this is who I am, and leading through that identity.
It's similar to, what we've heard in recent years from Sheryl Sandberg and Lean In, and just really getting to that core permission for women to lead with their strength. Why is it hard for us? Why do we have a disconnect about not being able to step into that? Because it's at every age. Young women like you, women more mature like me, sometimes we don't give ourselves permission to shine.
Because it's scary to be okay with that. It's scary to step into that power and to say, this really is who I am. And I had trouble doing that all throughout my younger years. I felt like, oh, if I lead now, like I have to wait till I'm older, or somebody has to say, you're a leader, like here's your permission.
Let's put the name tag on you.
Exactly. So this is your title. And so I just thought, well, I'll just kind of maybe lead a little bit, but not really. And so I looked back and I said, there's really 3 obstacles that get in the way of women leading. It's why we aren't looked at as leaders. It's why we'll struggle to get leadership opportunities. It's because leadership is a buzzword. It's just this thing that people always talk about, but they don't understand and they don't know how to act out. So that's the critical part, right?
Right.
It's not just thinking, it's not just understanding, but it's living it out. And so that is really important. Okay, so now what's in my way? So I call it mom. Because sometimes, you need help kind of remembering things.
Okay, so what does mom stand for?
Moms always know best,
That's
as
exactly
you know.
Right. Thank you. That's right. We do.
Yes. So it's 3 things. So it's mindset.
Okay.
It's others, and it's models.
So when you say mindset, tell me what that means.
So that means your past experiences, the things that you've gone through, the lies that we all believe. And so we walk out ahead of ourselves and we go, here's a stop sign. You can't go any further. We get in our own way.
Because it's your belief system that you can only do. So I like the visual of you saying, here's the stop sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's mindset. So then others. So society has put us in these pretty little neat boxes because it's easy to label us. It says, well, now I understand who you are and what you do.
And I know how to relate to you.
Exactly. So when we say, okay, I got to be authentic to who I am, I got to understand my identity, we break out of those boxes, we hand them back to society, say thank you, but no thank you. And then you live in the authentic sense of who you are.
I love your message, which is we do get to create how we want to be in relationship with the world.
Yes.
And we get to design that formula, don't we?
Yes, we do. And because it's innate to who we are. We've understood this. We've been uniquely set to be this way. So it's just owning that and saying, I'm okay with this and I'm happy that I'm this way.
When you are speaking with women and when you're sharing your message of empowerment, can you physically see when somebody gets it?
But you see that light bulb? Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
That light bulb goes off and there's a light in their eyes because it's somebody just gave them permission. And they're like, thank you. It's that sense of they feel like, okay, I finally can do this.
So where is this dream of yours taking you?
It's come from a long road of struggle. And, I would be silly not to say that there wasn't wrestling with it and, looking at other people who were doing it so well and thinking, can I ever get there? Can I ever do this? And it was the third part of mom is looking at role models like you who went before us and said, this is how we do it. And there will be ups and downs. There will be failures. And so that's what I wanted to give back to women coming up behind me is you don't have to struggle like I did. There, of course, will be struggle, but I can give you a way to move past a lot of that and to have impact and have, influence on the world in a way that you're supposed to be doing it.
I really like what MOM stands for. Mindset, others, models. There are always women who do set the pace for us.
Yes.
And who we can, look at their success, look at how they did it, look at how they got what makes them essentially them, and then see how we get to our authentic expression.
Right. And that's why I write for women, I speak for women, I hold conferences for women, because like you've done for me and given me that role model, I want to be that for them. I want to be able for them to look and say, I see how she's doing it, and I want to live that life authentic to myself and really to be that again for other women. So we're doing that domino effect. If I'm doing it for you, I'm doing it for you, and I'm doing it for you.
You told me one time that you always have the power of one in mind.
Yes. So when we are in these positions, we want to lead for everybody. We want to impact everybody. And it's really a great want and feeling. But the problem is it's overwhelming. You can't always impact everybody. So you focus on one. So you write for one, I write for one, I speak for one, I hold conferences for one, because there's always one person in that audience who goes, I get it. I know it. I understand it. And so what if that one person now impacts 3 people? What if those 3 people impact 3 more people? And so it just builds this whole network of kindness and impact and influence in unique leadership ways. And so that's why I do what I do, because there's a power. And there's a girl named Emily in our audience. And so there was a girl named Emily for me who finally got it. And at the end of high school, she goes, I have a gift. So she emailed me a speech she had written about me because of the impact that I had had because I led for one.
I love that. First of all, how great that Emily chose to share what your impact on her had been.
Because we don't always know.
We don't know. That must mean everything to you.
Mm-hmm. It does. It does. And I'll keep that with me when things get hard or when the struggle is there and I'm just like, why am I doing this? You do it for Emily.
Do it for Emily. And do it for you, right? Which you have to really own that you're worth it. You somehow have found a place in your life where you seem to really own that you are a powerful woman, that you do have capacity to lead, that you do reflect self-worth into the world. But even women like you, and I think this is really important to share, have moments of feeling not enough. So what do you do? We all do. What do you do to get over those feelings?
So I think there's a couple things to understand. One, it's just recognizing it. I think when you live in the dark or it sits in your head, it's overwhelming. You think, gosh, there's no way I can get over this. So a lot of what I do is I write it down. I get it out on paper. I look at it because then it's a lot smaller. You go, oh, that's not that big of a deal. So I think recognizing it, getting it out on paper and seeing it for what it really is super helpful. And also, you know this, the people you surround yourself with are key. When you surround yourself with people who are negative, who are constantly believing the lies, all it does is just bring you down. And so when you want to get farther ahead, you got to be with people who are running faster than you. That's what we always say. Be with people who are running faster than you because they pull you ahead. They say, come on, look where I am. Let's go together.
Let's go together. That's a beautiful part of your message. I wish you so much continued success as you lead the way for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anni Keffer here. And if you want to find out more, where should we send people?
Yep, just look at the contact information below, and that's how you can reach for resources and ways to get into contact. But just remember, last thing to leave you with, if you found one thing that was helpful, that's all you need to know. It's not a million things. It's one thing that can change your life.
I love it. Thank you, Anni.
You're welcome.